listening to different genres of music. I'll use the rap music as an example.
Yeah.
There's a sub genre of rap that's called drill music. Drill music. DRILL.
Okay.
Now that music enhances aggressiveness.
Wow.
So if you listen to that genre of music consistently, you find out that you become aggressive. You begin to hate. You begin to resonate with things that are aggressive, violence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so much information.
Yeah.
This is so much. I mean, you can only get these on a big shot.
Yeah,
You can only get this on a big. Okay, welcome to a back shot. It's your boy Prince Report, and today we're going to talk about music and everyday life, music and mental health. Yet with me in the studio is
My name is Josiah Zebulon, aka King Jazzo.
yes. So tell me your music journey, your music background. How did you start music?
Oh, okay. For me, music started from childhood. Basically, I grew up in a music family. I mean, I grew up in church. So my mom would always tell me that whenever she took me to church, as an infant, I would dance, I like just hearing music, I start dancing, and then and fast forward to my primary school, secondary school experience. I think I joined the choir at some point, my primary school, and then secondary school I joined the classical choir in my school. And then fast forward to 2012, I started music professionally.
Wow.
I played the auxiliary keyboards for almost 9 years.
Wow.
And then I recorded my debut single 2019.
2019.
Yeah. So basically I've been passionate about my music, and basically that's just it.
Music. So music cannot be taken out of our day-to-day activities.
It's all, bro.
Music is everything from our heartbeat. Even heartbeat, you see, like our heartbeat is like musical stuff.
Yeah, like it's musical. I mean,
So do you how do you rate the heartbeat? Is it how do musicians even say it? Is it beat per minute? How fast
per minute.
Yeah, how fast
BPM.
BPM. How fast does our heart beat? Like your ranging.
It differs. I mean, people have different heartbeats. I mean, and then to connect it with music, music has the ability to actually reduce heart rate.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it does.
Wow.
Yeah, it does. Now, there's an hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So research has been made, and there's the findings that music actually reduces the secretion of cortisol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So back to music and our day-to-day life. Like you wake up in the morning, what music do you play to get into the flow, into the mood of doing stuff? What music motivates you to do your day-to-day activities?
Okay, first of all, before I'm a musician, I'm actually a believer.
Yeah.
So I take my spirituality very seriously. So I listen to inspirational songs, gospel music, to get my spirit fired up, communicate with my father. So basically that's what I listen to most of the time.
Okay, really nice. So let's talk about music and mental health. That's like the crux of our conversation today. So there have been this dilemma, this how will I put it, disease since 2020. We all know about the coronavirus and lockdown, and depression has become like the talk of the day.
Yeah.
Do you really think how will you connect music and mental health? Can I listen to music to uplift my spirit? Can I listen to music to be motivated to do work? Like, how do you connect these two?
Okay, first of all, we have to now look at the foundation of where this is coming from.
Yeah.
There's a part of your brain that it's called the amygdala.
Yeah.
And then it processes music directly. Like music is processed directly from that part of your brain.
Yeah. What's the name again?
Amygdala.
Amygdala. Wow.
It's found in your medial temporal lobe in the brain. So that part of your brain is where music is directly processed. and that part is responsible for your emotions, your mood. So music has a very strong effect on humans
Yeah.
and life in general. So basically music and mental health cannot be like, you cannot separate them. You can listen to music and your spirit is lifted up. You can listen to music and then you feel aggressive, depending on the kind of music you're listening to.
Okay.
Okay.
What's like, okay, what kind of genre, what genre of music, if I want to be happy, if I want to be, I'm a creative, I'm a cinematographer, I shoot and I do podcast presentation. Like, if I want to get into that flow, what genre of music do you advise me to listen to?
Okay, now, for being a creative, because I am a creative as well, I feel like listening to classical music,
Wow.
listening to jazz music, not necessarily actively. You can play the music
And background. Yeah.
and then it has a way of stimulating productivity in your brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like most of us in Nigeria don't listen to classical music. We think it's outdated, but this is like informative.
Yeah,
Great information.
Truly, because nowadays we just listen to Afrobeat.
Yeah.
The emergence of Afrobeat, Amapiano
Stuff. Yeah.
So everybody is going towards the jivey, but truly, like, productivity has to do it. You're listening to music that would actually generate your mind to being productive, and it's been proven scientifically that classical music actually enhances productivity.
Wow.
And then you have to play it 60 BPM,
60 BPM,
which means 60 beats per minute.
That when I say acronym comes back BPM.
Yeah.
Like a normal person that doesn't know music, what does that mean?
Now it means slow music.
Slow music.
Yeah. Slow organized music.
Okay.
Where you have the strings, you have the cellos, you have the pads. That puts you in the mood of, okay, what, I will have to be productive. Now there's what's called the subliminal mind. There we have the supraliminal mind and the subliminal mind.
Yeah.
Now the supraliminal mind is where we talk about the conscious part of your mind.
Yeah.
The subliminal mind is where we talk about the subconscious part of your mind. And then the subconscious part of your mind is where a lot of people cannot get to, including me.
Yeah.
So imagine walking.
Yeah.
Let's, for example, we're walking, and then how many times do you count your steps? You don't do that. Now your subconscious mind does that for you.
Wow.
And then music has a way of getting to that part of your mind where nobody else can get to.
Wow.
And that's where backmasking comes into place.
What's that?
Now,
about?
backmasking is it's a technique of hiding messages that can only get to your subconscious mind.
Wow.
Yeah, so people that understand it have hidden messages in their music that would compel you to do stuff that you ordinarily wouldn't do.
Okay.
So which is why you would listen to some kind of music and you have suicidal thoughts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying we can listen to music and it can affect us negatively?
Yes, it can.
Crazy stuff.
It can.
Crazy
Now,
stuff.
listening to different genres of music, I'll use the rap music as an example.
Yeah.
There's a sub genre of rap that's called drill music. Drill music. DRILL.
Okay.
Now, that music enhances aggressiveness.
Wow.
So if you listen to that genre of music consistently, you find out that you become aggressive. You begin to hate. You begin to resonate with things that are aggressive, violence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so much information.
Yeah.
This is so much. I mean, you can only get these on a big shot. You can only get this on a big. So, let's go back to mental health, and you've spoken about subconscious mind and all that. Let me be like clear and be direct about it. Can music be used for therapy to heal mental disorders like anxiety attacks, depression?
Yeah, definitely. They're actually professional music therapists.
Wow.
Yeah. Now that they what they do, they use four pronoun techniques. Now what they do is, first of all, they engage their patients in what's called deep listening and active listening of music, improvisational playing of musical instruments, analysis of lyrics, and the last one is writing of songs.
Wow.
Yeah, so what these therapists do is, once they find out, okay, your strengths and your weaknesses, they apply this techniques. Now, I would use one as an example. Now, songwriting is a means of expressing your emotion.
Yeah.
You know, is a means of saying what's on your mind.
I can
per
attest to
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they do is they'll ask their patients, okay, can you write about what you're feeling lyrically, and then we turn it into music. So you find out that they just gravitate towards the mood they are in per time, and they write about it, and that's a way of bringing them out of depression.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. So, I want to ask you a trick question. It's off the books.
Yeah.
Where do you place Afrobeat in mental issues? Where do you place Afrobeat in resolving mental issues in Nigeria in particular, where our demography is Nigeria and Africa? And
Yeah.
where do you place Afrobeat?
Okay. Afrobeat. That's actually an interesting question, because Afrobeat is now very big.
Yeah.
You know, and then first of all, you one thing you will observe when everyone listens to Afrobeat is the joy that it gives.
True.
Now, first of all, you could be depressed, you could be sad, and then you listen to a Burna Boy song, a Davido song,
True.
a Wizkid song, and then you are somehow your mood just
Somehow.
you know. So that's
The
the,
magic
power
of Afro-
yeah,
yeah.
that's the power of music. You know, so Afrobeat just helps you lift your spirit.
So,
You know.
backtracking, this just resonated to what I was just thinking about in the last week.
Yeah.
I noticed that from 2020,
Yeah.
the Afrobeat genre took over the world. Like, you saw Burna Boy emerging, you saw Thames emerging, you saw people like Omale.
Yeah.
Those, like, you just said Afrobeat uplifts, and what we spoke about earlier about depression since 2020.
Yeah.
I now understand that Afrobeat played a major role
Yeah.
in healing the world.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Definitely. I mean, you know, music is so divine. And it brings people together.
Yeah.
You know, it's a universal language.
Yeah.
So imagine an American listening to Afrobeat, you listen to a Yoruba song,
Yeah.
that they don't understand the
Understand,
language,
true.
but they vibe to it. Now that's the power of music. And then we've been able to sell out. And I'm going to shout out to Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido for making this possible. I mean, you know, Fela Kuti, I mean,
Yeah.
respect to him, you know, because they paved the way for Afrobeats.
True,
And then you can't take their flowers from them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they've done so well
much,
for
yeah.
Afrobeat. And then I feel like anyone coming after them will just ride on that pedestal because they've made it easy for us.
Yeah.
You know, basically.
Yeah. So we've spoken so much about music and mental health.
Yeah.
I want to sign out right now, and
Yeah.
we wouldn't leave here without pointing out your own opinion about some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
what are your tips for choosing the proper song for productivity,
Yeah.
for joy, and for let's let us leave that for
Okay.
productivity and for joy. What are your tips?
Okay, first of all, you have to look at how the music makes you feel.
Okay.
First of all, you know, does the music relax you? Is it relaxing? You know, do you become creative when you listen to the song or the music in general?
Yeah.
So you have to look at those parameters. Like, are you creative when you listen to a particular music? Does it relaxes you? Like, does it make you feel lonely or it makes you want to be social. So you have to look at those parameters when picking out music.
Yeah.
And then there's a way music makes you creative. It stimulates your brain to become creative. So you have to now pick out that kind of music that would make you creative, being expressive, come out of your shell. So you have to now listen to those kinds of music. First of all, I think I would give you some genres of music that you can listen to. Classical music here.
Yeah.
First of all, jazz music,
Yeah.
R&B, countryside music.
Countryside. Wow.
There's a lot of messages there that you can actually listen to,
Yeah.
and then you get creative. Hip hop music too.
So we talked about the genre of music. Let's go with a final question. Do you know of any artists that speak about mental issues, their own struggles, and also address those issues? Like, can you give us examples of artists like that?
Yeah.
So we can just go look them up and relate with the story.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I like Kendrick Lamar. I follow him,
Wow,
so I
Kendrick
listen to
Lamar.
him. So he was talking about his mental health issues. You listen to it. If you listen to his lyrics, he talks a lot about it and his alter ego, Kung Fu. I can't really remember his alter ego name and all that. So he talks a lot about his mental health issues and all that. And then Andrea Grande, there was a bombing that happened May 22nd, 2018, where she spoke out after after that incident, where she was having anxiety attacks, and then she had to go to therapy and all. She spoke about that. And then Mick Miller, before he died, he spoke about how he was depressed, how he came to fame, and then addictions just took a better toll of him, and then he just, he's late now though. Yeah, so basically.
So how about in Nigeria? Do you know any?
In Nigeria right now, Omale,
Yeah.
Omale, and you could see it in his lyrical prowess. His writing just goes towards depression, emotional, laid back. He's laid back emotionally. So basically, these are artists that I know that I've studied that had issues with their mental health, and then music was able to bring them one way or the other.
Great stuff. That was so much information.
Thanks, bro.
In this short time, we were able to cover so much information. You can get that only on a big chat. Follow us for more, subscribe, leave your story in the comment section. I want to know how music has helped you out mentally. We will not be doing this without you in mind. Help us help you. And that will be all for today from Prince Report. Goodbye.
From Jazzo, King Jazzo. It was a nice time having me here, so basically.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Bye.
That will be all for now. Bye-bye.